Alright, what's going on YouTube? Get everything started here. Let's see what we got going on. See, two people's here. Got some exciting stuff happening tonight. A little bit more. What's going on, Gerald? How's it going, Laura? Yes, 2 days in a row, James, because I asked you guys last night during the live if you want me to go live again tonight after that great... There. I had to turn that volume off. After that great egg cutting yesterday, we're going to look in that box and see if there's any of them snakes out of the eggs. I kind of took a peek earlier today, and yeah, we have some that's already out, so that's a good thing. I already have them, or I don't have them, but I already have tubs set up over there. We just got to do a couple things before we do that. Of course, I want to get more viewers in here before we actually look at them, because I want to look more in depth at them and see if I can see any more of that. I got to pronounce this name right. Corleone gene that's in there. So hopefully we can identify some of that, because I can't wait to get some more of those Corleone genes and see how they look as babies. So we'll get to that here in a little bit, but I'll show you how I set up my hatchling tubs. And if you missed it yesterday, I actually got snake bit yesterday. This guy here, this lady here, tried to get me last night. Then, this lady right here, did get me last night. What's going on, Reese's? We're going to be checking in on the clutch that I cut yesterday. See how many of them are out of the egg. Go ahead and pull them out of the incubator, give them a bath, and stick them in their tub. Try to identify what exactly they are. See if they're cinnamon Corleone or classic or Corleone. So we're going to see, and we're going to get to that point. 8 p.m. Eastern time. That is now. 8 p.m. Eastern time. No, I hope I don't get bit, Reese's. And to be honest, I've been in this hobby for about 3 years, and I've only been bit 3 times, and it's all been by babies, not by adults. My daughter, Reagan, she has been around them for like 4 or 5 months, and she's been bit by an adult. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting this ready because No, it wasn't 9. It's 8. But I'm getting the hose ready because I do have to wet down the paper towels in the bottom of the tubs. As you guys know, I do put them in there individually as they come out of the egg. That way, you know, I know what's going on with them. Well, Reese's, you know, some of us just got to take them for the team. So, it's alright. We'll see how many people we can get in here. And yes, I have already taken a small look inside that tub. And I do know about how many was out as of like 4 hours ago. So, we'll see how many's out now here shortly. But how I'm going to set them up is just like this. paper towel, water bowl. I'm going to wet down the paper towel that way and keep it moist until they shed. And then I will set it up just like that with the dry paper towel. Let's see here. What, Iron Dog? You talked about this live that was at DER Reptiles last night? Yes. No, it's not camouflage. It's a Duck Dynasty with ducks. I went to Uncle Si's house and I stole it from him. I told him he's a little bit too old to be drinking that tea. He needs to drink more water. So I grabbed his cup and left. Well, I appreciate it, Iron Dog. I wish all my love. Yeah, I can't even talk tonight. So boy, this is gonna be a great one. I wish all of my videos was as good as the one last night. There was just a lot going on. We did a lot of things last night, and we saw a good turnout. We made a decision to change the gully name. Now it's officially known as the... I gotta keep looking at this name till I get used to it. Corleone gene. So that is the new name for this gene right here. See, she's hiding. She don't even know what to think about the name. Hopefully everybody likes it, but let's see here. I've almost been bit by this girl when I first got her, if you guys remember. This is the GOLLI gene that is now known as the Corleone gene. We voted on it last night, and that is the name of the gene now. So I'm going to be changing all of, right here, I'm going to be changing all of those and putting Corleone on there, and that's going to be what they're called from now on. So hopefully everybody likes it. Hopefully this gene does turn out to be something. I think it will, but we will see. What's going on, CJ? Yes, I do like that new name. I just got to remember how to pronounce it, and I just got to remember it. But I think it'll be all right. I'll be all right with that. It's going to be different. Hopefully that gene does do well, and hopefully it mixes well with other genes. That way more people are interested in it, and hopefully that Corleone gene can make it into the hobby and make it to where every person that has a ball python or that breeds them wants that in their collection. That is my main goal, because that's what I would like to do. I know that's asking for a big task, but that's what normally happens when you have a new gene and you try to bring it into the market. It may be the next big thing. It may be just something real small. So you never know. Hopefully it does turn out to be something. That's going to be awesome. I just want something to turn out with it. I think that would be a good foundation for DER Reptiles. That's one reason why I got into this gene. I'm trying to prove it out, and we will see what happens. But you guys think the same thing I do, and you guys haven't even seen it in person. So you guys think there's more to it than just a normal, or classic. So that is awesome. We got 8 people in here. I haven't even ran the water yet for the bath because I want to wait. I don't want it to get cold. Sometimes a small gene in the beginning turns out to be a big deal later. I sure hope that's the case for this, because if I can prove it out, I'm going to try to submit it to World of Ball Pythons, and then see if I can be the foundation for that gene, and that would be very awesome. Hopefully that will work out. So we're going to go ahead and get started on getting ready. to see what we have in these clutches, or that clutch, because I know some of them's out of the egg. I don't know how. I know there's over half the clutch out. I just don't know if all of them is. And that right there tells you they was ready to come out of that egg. So that is awesome. One of them was actually trying to come out last night after I put them in the back in the incubator, and I looked right before I went to bed. So that's a good thing. Let me see here. I guess I'll use this tub right here. Hopefully I don't drop it. Look at my balancing skills. And you think you need a snake hook just because of snakes. No. Short people need a snake hook too, because they got to get something off the top shelf. So, yes. Without... I spoke too soon. I dropped it. See what happens when you try to speak before you do it? No, there was no snake harmed in this video. Alright. So all this is just a 28 quart tub. That's actually one of these that used to be in here. I took it out and replaced that tub with a different 28 quart tub. That way it wasn't tight fit in there. You can still see there's a little bit of a gap there. Maybe, if I can angle this right. Right there. You can still see a little bit of a gap. That's fine. He's not going to get out. I like them tubs a lot better. Those tubs are the same thing as what's in these racks right here. Get them at Target, 28 quart, good to go. Alright, so now the trick is, we're going to go ahead, before we do this, I'm going to go ahead and spray the paper towel in the bottom of those tubs. That way I don't spray the snake when I put it in there and kind of scare it a little bit. So we're going to try to do things the nice, easy way today. Which they're newborns, so I don't think they're going to be too rowdy at trying to bite me. So I'm good. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like that. Let it be moist and water. Close it. We'll let it get warm there for a little bit. That way, let it get real moist in there. We're going to do this 8 times. Right there. Okay, there we go. Got to do this so it helps their first shed. Typically they'll be alright, but I want to make sure they're good and moist. That way their sheds are going to be perfect. And then after that, hopefully we can keep them a little bit drier. Of course, everybody knows I'm in Florida, so the humidity is not a big thing here. Alright, let's see here. That is why it's easier to have one of these around your house if you can. Very easy. It's all moist, good to go. So there we go. Now, we got to run some water for the bath. And hopefully they don't all, we'll do one at a time. And I'm going to run some, not hot water, not cold water, not too warm, not too cold. Just want it, you know, a little bit warmer than room temperature. I don't want to stress them out too much. That way they can get a little bath. Actually, I'm not going to use that big one. I got a better idea. I have a great idea. The best idea I've had so far. Today, that is. I'm going to use this 12 quart 12 quart tub here. As you can tell, I was very prepared today. but that's all right. So now what I'm going to do is, since I don't have any other eggs in this incubator right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some of this water out right down here, and I'm going to use that water, which is 89 degrees, and use that to put in the 12 quart bottle or 12 quart tub. That way it don't shock them that much, because their body's already at that temperature, so don't have to worry about that. So we're going to have to figure out where we're going to do this at. I think we'll do it the same place we did last night, but we got to get to that point first. So we'll just do this right here. Put this up here. This thing has already been washed and disinfected, so we are good. So what I'll do is I'll just put this water in here, like so. And I'm going to be right here, so I'm not too worried about it. Make sure they get a bath and wash out, wash all that substrate off of them. Plus, it gives them a chance to get a little bit of drink here. Alright, that should be enough. They're not going to be that big a snake, so we will come over here, show you guys all my steps I do this at. I'm going to move this into there. We'll put this right here. Put the snake hook up, because I don't think we're going to need a snake hook for babies. I don't even want to try to do that. So we'll put this right here. Actually, we need to do this over there. That way, as soon as I'm done, I can just pop them in a tub. So I'm going to turn this a little bit. Right there. That way you can see me over there. Hopefully the lights will be okay. Let's keep this back just a minute. Got to go over here. And I'm going to set you guys up real quick. Alright, got that. Set you guys right there. What's going on, Gail? We are getting ready to see what that clutch was that we cut last night that is now known as the Corleone gene. So I'm going to go ahead and open a couple of these tubs over here. That way I can just put them right in after I'm done. Got some paper towels here. Whoop. Because we're going to need paper towels so I can kind of dry them off a little bit. Go them over here. I'm getting them out of the ink. Whoop, that's the wrong tub. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take a little peek here. Alright. And here we have it. Right here. Now this card is not exactly correct, but this is the clutch that we cut last night, but it's not a cinnamon golly, it is a cinnamon Corleone gene. So there we go. Alright, so you guys can see, I'd like to bring you guys a little bit closer if I could. See this here. Alright. Ta-da! Alright, he's got some egg sac to get up. These two will probably be out next. Let's go ahead. Get this guy out. Let him get a little bit of a bath over here real quick. Nice looking cinnamon. Get the paper towel ready. Go ahead and pull these guys out real quick. Well, I'm just going to put one in there at a time because I don't want to have a bunch of escapees. Alright, so this is the first cinnamon. Right here. This looks to be probably just a plain cinnamon. Does have some good blushing there. Can't really tell with the head that much, but I'll know more after they shed. But that is a cinnamon. Need to wipe some of that stuff off the face. Hopefully I don't make him too mad or her mad. Try to do this without making her too upset at me. There we go. Clean it off just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so this here's just a cinnamon. I'm not sure. I think that's just a cinnamon. I don't see any blushing on the head. So we'll go ahead and throw her or him in the tub here. So that'll be known as number 1. Then we'll get another one here. We're just going to put a bunch of these guys in here. Yeah, we got 5 of the 8 out. Try to get them out and about here. That way alright. Let me get more paper towels. Dry this baby off a little bit. That way we can fully see the beautiful colors in her, or him. There we go. Cinnamon. Beautiful colors. Of course, they are in shed. We'll know more after they get out. This one seems to have I think kind of a blushed head a little bit. So this might be a cinnamon Corleone, but I'm not sure. The blushing, got some good blushing on the sides here. But we'll know more as soon as we soon as that one sheds. That's baby number 2. All right, let's get this one here. Try to dry it off a little bit, that way it's not alright. This here is either a a classic or a gully gene. I'm going to take this up a little bit. That way I can kind of see it a little bit. There we go. Let me look at the head here. That's got a kind of a red tint head there if you can't tell. So this may be a Corleone gene. But it's got a little bit of blushing there. We'll know definitely more after. But it looks to me like there's more going on than just a classic. What do you guys think? And that's got a little bit of a cord in it still, but it'll be alright. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in here. Alright. Thought you was already out there, huh? Alright, see, we got one down here. Interested in see what's going on. He was all poking his head out and stretching out. So I thought we had 5 out, but we only got 4. So put this guy, put that in there, let him get a little bath. So it looks like we have, I don't want to mess with this one too much. That's a cinnamon, and possibly a cinnamon. So I think we only hit 2. I thought this one was out, but evidently it's not. It still has some of the egg sac to soak up. This one over here that's in the water, well, if I can show it, that one, it's in the water. I'm getting ready to show you guys. That to me looks like a little bit of a gully gene. You're okay. You're okay. You're trying to get all this off of you. We got to get some more paper towels here. So I imagine that's going to be out before the live's over tonight. Go in here and kind of dry it off that way I can wipe any, hopefully get most of the substrate off of it. Where'd it go? Oh, it's poking out here. You're okay. Oh, you're fine. I'm just taking that substrate off of you. You're alright. Oh, you're not going back in the egg. Sorry. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This here, you can tell with the head. Look at that blushing on the head. Yep, there you go. Look at that blushing. Perfect. Perfect shot. Got some blushing on the side. It's kind of got that top pattern a little bit. But we'll know more after it sheds. But that may be a Corleone gene. Again, that is a hard gene to figure out. But we'll go ahead and throw this guy over here. Oh, wrong one. Here you go, guy. Alright. So, Well, that may be... Let's take a watch at this in a minute. He's trying to come out, but he's got some stuff to soak up, so... I'm going to sit down here a minute. We can kind of sit here and talk. That may not be a cinnamon. But the head is blushed. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let me go ahead and get the phone here. Alright, we're going to turn this around. You guys can... A little bit of... He's want... That one right there... Where's my finger? There it is. That one right there wants to come out, but he still has a little bit of an egg yolk in him. So if he comes out on his own while we're watching, we'll go ahead and clean him up and put him in the tub. But it don't look like he's going to. He's going to go back in there and hide. Which is fine. Hello. But yeah, that third egg did look different than a regular cinnamon. I don't remember which egg that was. It was either this one or the one that's over here. But we'll look at it more whenever they shed. You seen a yawn. That one might be a little bit feisty when he comes out. He's kind of looking at me like, what are you doing there, bud? Yeah, he's kind of eyeballing me here. But yeah, that's what's going on there. We got 4 in, 4 out. Tomorrow I'll probably have that one that's halfway out now. So I'm going to go ahead and close them up. We'll go ahead and put them back in the incubator. I will check him out before we get off tonight. And if he's out, we're going to go ahead and move him over too. But it looks as if we have... did we say that one was a cinnamon or a Corleone? I gotta look here, because I do not remember. Trying to think if this was a cinnamon or a Corleone. I think it's a Corleone. So it looks like we have 5 cinnamons and possibly 3 classic or Corleones. So that's pretty good odds. Again, that whole clutch is a holdback, so they are not available unless I can prove otherwise. I would like to throw some cinnamon into a bunch of stuff, and this will give me a chance to. But that takes my cinnamon count up to 5, 6, 7, 8 cinnamons. No. 8, 9, 10. 10 cinnamons now. So, I got quite a few of them. But that's alright. Cinnamons are definitely good. As soon as I know that they are not cinnamon Corleones, then I probably will make them available. But as of right now, everything is holdback, because I don't want that Corleone gene out yet. I want to see what I can do with it first. So what do you guys think? That's pretty good odds if you ask me. Let's see if we can take a peek at them in the tub. A little bit dark. Hey, I got an idea. You just bought a cinnamon girl. I got cinnamon girls and guys. So And sorry, Iron Dog, I haven't messaged you yet today. I'll try to message you after the live stream. I got a new flashlight, 2 candle eggs. Look how bright this flashlight is. I think I'll be able to see it there. What's up, Ellis Family Pythons? Alright, let's take a look here. I don't want to shine it in the face, but... There, you can kind of see it a little bit. Let's pull this out. Let's just look at something real quick. I'm going to turn this around so I can kind of see what you guys are looking at. Alright. See that blushing on the head? That's pretty crazy. See if I can get any blushing on this guy here. Let me see your head there, buddy. There you go. That's what I want to see. Oh yeah, there's blushing on that head. Look. That's crazy. Let me get the stool because those others are up a little bit. Yeah, because I'm going to not redo the rack, but what I'm going to do is put the very first clutch at the very top of the rack. Then I'll put the second clutch underneath them, the third clutch underneath them, and so forth. And Ellis family, you missed a egg cutting last night. And you also missed our voting on the Gully gene. It's not known as the Gully gene anymore. It's the Corleone gene. Alright, so we should have a total of 4 out. So we should have this one here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around here. Let's go ahead and take a look. A little bit closer look with the flashlight. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a faded head there. Look at that blushing right on the back. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? And then the last one. And again, he's got a little blushing on his head. But I don't know, we'll definitely say... So, you guys just seen those snakes with this flashlight. What do you guys think? You think the 2 normals are actually Corleone genes, or do you think they're classics? And so you got a cinnamon with a wacky pattern on the back. That's awesome. And I know, well, I don't know yet. It's a very tough decision on my part. Try not to spill this water. I may or may not go and breed to get a panda. Because I know Super Cinnamon, Super Black Pastel all have that issue. I know Cinnamon to Black Pastel has that issue with the kinking and the deformities and stuff. But I'm hoping those are the new genes. That would be awesome. That would prove that the cinnamon that I bred to her was a cinnamon Corleone gene. And that would be awesome because that right there proves that that's at least a codom gene. So, like I said before, yes, I have several Corleone genes over there. I have a total of 8 females and like 4 males with it. So I have plenty. But if this gene does come out and it has a demand, then I got the stock to kind of help out with that. So that's one reason why I want a lot of Corleones in my collection. Not to mention, I want to see what I can do with them before I make them available. An Iron Dog, you will see them after shed. I can't wait to see them after shed. Those are only like this. If they are the Corleone gene, I think it's the second or third generation. Let's see her. She's the original female. That would be second. So that would be the third gene out of the wild, I guess. I don't know. But, yes, it is now known as the Corleone gene. I have one more clutch of them, at least one more clutch of them coming out. The same pairing, but a different male. I mean, it's the same gene, but different male. So they was both cinnamon / Corleone genes. I don't remember if that was a different one or the same male, but they are both cinnamon Corleones, was the dad. So I should have more cinnamons in the next one. She has not shed yet, but she is definitely huge. I'm hoping she'll shed here pretty quick. But look at this classic, how big she is. Monster. So yes, that I'm waiting on a pre-shed for. I'm waiting on a pre-shed, pre-lay shed from this girl, which is a 100% het pied. She did not lay for me last year, but last clutch that the het pod gave me was 5 eggs. Then I'm waiting on this girl to actually drop eggs. This is another huge girl. I bet this girl and that girl down there, I bet both of them's going to give me at least 10 eggs apiece. This girl laid 10 eggs last year, and she's bigger this year than she was last year. So I'm guessing probably 12 out of this girl this year. So that's awesome. Which, that whole clutch right here will be available. That's a spinner to a super pastel. Hopefully we don't get any plain pastels. Here is Bonnie. She's wanting to come say hi. She's coming right up to you guys. But this will be her. Watch out, little lady. I don't want to get your nose in there. But Bonnie, this is her first year. I think she's going to end up giving me probably 4 to 6 eggs, I would say. Hopefully she gives me a female heavy clutch, because you guys know that is my special clutch this year. That's all going to be holdbacks. And I may end up selling some pieds this year if I get some. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about it. We'll see what we get. If I can hold back a female and a couple males, I'll be happy, because Or I may keep back a couple females. I don't know. We'll see what we get. We'll go from there. If I can do away with, if I can afford to let some pies go, we will. Yeah, I think she'll give me at least 5. This is her first year. She is going on 3 years old next month. So, she did very well in growing up. I did get her from BHB Reptiles. That is my first snake. Of course, you guys know. And that is what led me into the hobby. So that is a very, that's my snake in my collection that's dear to my heart. So, but it does feel good when you have a clutch of eggs, you have babies, you have holdbacks, and then they get big like this guy here, and they produce a clutch of eggs. He should be a father 3 times over this year. So that is awesome. He's already a dad. Bonnie's going to make him a 2-time dad. Zerelda, the 100% het pied, will make him a 3-time dad. So that is awesome. I know I'll have at least some het pieds available. Everybody likes het pieds. It'd be the cheaper way to get into a pied project. Every single... Sorry about this, but I got to lower the stick here. But yes, I will have every single het pied will be available because I do not need any more het pieds. I got plenty. All right, there we go. Perfect. So do you guys have any questions about what we just went over? Anything like that? Let's see here. Do you still have those giveaway snakes? Yes, I do. What I may end up doing is changing them out to something better because we can't seem to get up to the 500 mark, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1,000 mark. So what I may do, depending on what hatches, I may hold on to a couple of the hatchlings for the giveaways if those subscribers do start climbing. Okay, LKB, I'm hungry now, thanks. How long do I wait to feed after your babies shed? Okay, here's how that works. Say those babies shed next Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to wait until my regular feeding day to feed. Or I could feed right off the bat. But what I do is I give them a chance to get their hunger up. The way I think is, okay, new baby hatching. It sheds on Tuesday. I feed on Sunday. It gives it that 5 days to really get hungry and want to eat. It gives it time to absorb all of that food in its body. And then I offer it food. I think I'm going to start offering it a little bit bigger food because the rat pinkies, they just need to be bigger. So I'm going to go probably try to get fuzzies and feed them rat fuzzies. That way it fulfills their hunger. But I'm probably going to, it depends. It's not a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day thing. It all depends on how they shed in the week that I feed. So if they shed on Friday, I wait 2 days and feed on Sunday. If they shed on Wednesday, I wait 4 days and feed on Sunday. I feed on Sunday no matter what. So that's how I do things. It just makes it easier for me because that way I don't have 2 different systems going as far as these snakes feed on this day, these snakes feed on this day. I got so much going on right now that consistency for me and a schedule and everything is what I need to actually get everything done like I need to do it. So That's what I do. He just put all yours in their own tub today, so I thought maybe next week, so when they get used to their tub, I left them all together while they shed. Oh, okay. What day do you normally feed on? Because that's a big question. I try to feed on the same day every week, no matter what. Like, I feed on Sunday, and the reason why I feed on Sunday is I clean my second half of rats on Sunday, and I clean the grow-out tub racks on Sunday. So it makes it easier for me when I pull out for feed. I put them in, with the snakes, and then I hurry up and I clean my rats. That way, I don't have to worry about all those rats over here in the tubs that didn't get ate. I don't have to worry about handling them a lot, changing, the rats and cleaning them. So it just makes it easier. Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Okay. When I first started, I was feeding on Wednesday. Then I moved it to Friday. Then I moved it to Saturday. Now, since my rat production is like it is, I do it on Sunday. It just makes it that much easier. Which, things are changing on that too, so. I feed everything 7 days a week. Or, not 7 days a week, but once every 7 days. And that's not to say all my snakes eat, because not all of them are on food right now. But, on a brighter note, I didn't share this with you guys, so let's go ahead and talk about this. You know how males go off a feed when it's breeding season, and you know how this guy right here, Mr. Wyatt Earp, he's been off of food forever. He's back on food. Another thing, them 3 pastels right down there, they have been picky eaters. They all 3 ate last week. And last weekend is when I changed back to the Reptichip, or the Pro Coco. And I need to go through and moisten all the cocoa again. So how many snakes do you have, Iron Dog? Looks like it may start to rain, but I don't know. Every 7 days except boas, sometimes eat twice a week, but have a female ball that would eat every day if I let her. Yeah, I hear that. I got 2 mousers here that this girl here will only eat mice, but at least she's eating. I want her to get big because I want to breed her next year. She's a beautiful snake, but it is what it is. But I'm going to be fixing that problem hopefully in the next month or so. I got something up my sleeve and I'm kind of waiting for something to get here. And you guys will know when it gets here because I will show it out. So, yeah. 25, that's including 12 babies. You're getting up there. I had, as of yesterday, 72. Now, if you remember, up until yesterday, I said I had 73. But that was because the guy that bought Lizzie Borden, the super pastel female, finally came and picked her up. So, I lost 1 snake last night, and then you guys get to see me put this up there. Little old short me. There we go. That'll work. Alright. So I had 73. And of course, as you can see, this rack is empty. Well, I thought you had 3 snakes in it, Donnie. Well, I did. Lizzie Borden was up here. She sold. I took these 2 and I put them down there at the bottom. That way, I got 1 empty rack. That rack is basically already full. They just don't know it yet. Because that is where the, eventually, where the Vanilla Mojave is going. And where the Het Pod girls are going that's in quarantine right now. They have been here just over a month. I'm thinking to leave them in quarantine for 1 more month and then bring them out and do it that way. Then what I'm probably going to do is pull that rack in here and put it somewhere. I don't know yet. But that way I can kind of separate my holdbacks from the ones that are available. But right now, including the snakes that we cut yesterday, I now have 80 snakes. There's also 7 eggs in the incubator, which will take me to 87 in, I think they've been in there, what, 10 days? Something like that. So yeah, in about a month and a half, I'll have 7 more babies. So, and then, of course, you guys know I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more clutches still to come. So I got a lot of babies coming. So I got to do something fast, and I'm working on that. But it's going to be better for my, I want to get into the Surge or Wookiee gene. Yeah, that would be nice. So 7 eggs in the incubator that I'm watching over with my sticker. Let's see who's watching over mine. I don't know whose stickers are in line with mine. Because this is the incubator that they're in. They're about this high. Well, it's a mix between these 2 lines. So KB Reptiles, Exotic Marvel Reptiles, Dynamic Scales, DER, Spartan, and TNT Balls is watching that clutch. And then there's the stickers on the other side. And I know. I haven't sent out the stickers yet. Been very busy, but I do have all the addresses right there. I do need to send them out. They'll get sent out. Trust me. They'll get sent out. But yes, that's what's going on over here. Everything's going great. I cannot wait to get some more eggs. I know why I want more visual pieds, because I don't like to do the head-to-head if I don't have to. Now, yes, I'm working on this project right here, the albino pied project. That's going to be my own project. I do head-to-head. And then, of course, the Dreamsicle project, that's going to be a head-to-head. But as far as making things available for you guys, I don't want to do a head-to-head. I'd rather do a head-to-visual. That way I know it's 100% guaranteed het for that gene. So I gotta have a female for him. Let's see here. Where else? I know I already have a female for him. I think that's it. And I want to breed this banana to a female pied. That is if that girl down there proves out to be het pied, because that's her baby. And there's a chance that if she is, there's a chance that she is heifer pied, then there's a chance that he's heifer pied too. So I want to put him to a pied just to see if he's het. But with that being said, what's going on, Shelly? I do have 2 new additions coming in a couple months that I do have, but I don't have 1 gene. So I'm getting 1 male that has 3 genes in him. He's a proven male. One of those genes I do not have, which I cannot wait to get. Then the female is a proven female that weighs about 2,500 grams. And I do have a male for her. So, very exciting things coming for DER Reptiles. We will see. I cannot wait. Evidently, Shelly, you have some good reception where you're at because you're here. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here and try to get this place kind of straightened up a little bit, because tomorrow will be a long day for me. I need to fill those water bottles back up and back in the incubator. Let's go ahead and check and see if that snake pulled out of the egg yet, and we'll go from there. Is he out? Is he out? Let's take a look and find out. I'll look real quick and then we'll go from there. Nope, he's not out yet. That's going to be all the ones that are out today. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, get some things done here at the house. Long day tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get a little bit of sleep tonight. Last night, of course, we knew it was a late night, so I ended up sleeping till like 10 or 10:30. So, anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you guys for coming and watching. As you can see, we had 1, 2... Let me think here. Yeah, we had 2 cinnamons come out and 2 Corleones or classics, whatever they are, they came out. So we'll know more when everything comes out and they shed. Just keep your notifications turned on. Spread the word, and I will see everybody later. Bye.